Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for tuning in again. This is going to be the second video or day 2 of my flexibility journey. Basically a series of videos that I'm planning to upload where I share a couple of tips and tricks and new discoveries that I make within flexibility training routines that I want to share with the community so you guys can reach your flexibility goals quicker and become a more efficient, flexible and strong version of yourself. Nowadays, in this day and age, you see a lot of these clickbaity titles that will promise you perfect sides of front splits, 24 hours, stuff like that. But we all know that's not always how it works. Some people say, hey, it worked for me, but I would argue that you probably already had your side splits and this video just helped you to realize that or discover that. And that's obviously also a fair argument. But what I always say to people who ask me about my flexibility is, it takes you everywhere from 3 months to 3 years, depending on your genetics, because it is highly genetics. So strength, not everybody can be a bodybuilder. Not everybody can be a ballerina. I cannot be a ballerina. Ballerinas are probably like 500% more flexible than me. But yeah, that being said, today I'm going to talk about something really great, at least in my opinion. Something that you can use to enhance your flexibility, and that is heat. So one routine that I sometimes do, maybe like once a week, is I'm sitting on a heat pad for like 10 minutes, sipping on some tea. The tea actually serves the purpose, now I spilled a little bit of my tea, serves the purpose of warming me up from the inside. And then on top of that, to warm myself up from the outside, I'm sitting on a heat pad, basically with my hamstrings, because I tend to have tight hamstrings in the morning. And then on top of that, I'm sitting in front of a infrared heater, so I get that external heat. And this is great because it doesn't take any energy if you compare it to squats that also are really great to warm up your legs, or lunges, another exercise, another great exercise. They take a lot of energy, and if you stretch every day like me, you might not have that energy, and then sometimes using that is really great to give your body a little bit of rest, but still be able to stretch and go deep in your stretches and don't run the risk of injuring yourself. Obviously go little by little. Don't do this and think, okay, I'm warm, I can drop into the splits right away, but as always, be safe. Okay, let's go into the training portion of this video. Thanks. So this is another pro tip for people who want to improve their kicks or their leg ups for martial arts, or if you're really a ballerina or whatever it may be. Putting your leg all the way up there looks pretty cool and has functional use. However, sometimes people have tight hips and they can't really grab the outside of their foot like when you're standing up. So this gives you another, like, I don't know how many centimeters there are. Pretty horrible with dimensions, but you get the point. So you can stand up like that, and you don't need anything to grab a hold of except a wall. In this case, I'm using a door, right? So I'm here, and you notice how my elbow, the complete surface area of my elbow is leaning up against the door. Then I put my foot like I would put my foot in a karate kick, like this, right? When I would kick like this, right? So not in the front, not like this, but facing the door, right? So leaning up against the door and then pulling this up. And then really just relax up against that door. Don't do anything crazy, just relax in that position, right? Sometimes you can readjust it a little bit, shoot that leg back up, and get a really nice stretch that way. Okay. So let's do the other side as well, okay? So leaning up against the wall like this. Again, whole surface area, pointing your foot to the door, you know, putting in this thing here, and then just leaning up against the door. And just really get a nice stretch in, right? So to get an additional stretch, you can drop into the splits. After that, again, you can use the ring like this. First, I'm on my fist. So as I'm in that position, I'm using the ring, right, to hold myself up a little bit and then lean on that ring. So another really great use, it just popped into my head, is using the ring like this. You can put it on your foot, right, and then you pull yourself and use that ring. Using the ring again. You can even work the triceps a little bit. Or like this, get some nice tension on it. Maybe do another set, another one of those leg ups, because they're actually really comfortable. Believe it or not, I can just lean on the wall like this. No, I'm warm enough so I can just drop down like this. Enjoy my flexibility. Do another one on this side, right? Just lean on the wall like this. Whee! Yeah, definitely sometimes better than grabbing your foot like this, right? You've seen this before in your class probably, where the really flexible guys, they grab their foot like this. Can even kind of use it to oversplit. Even I sometimes don't really have the flexibility to do that. Do the other side here as well, like this, right? Sometimes my hips are too tight, so I can't really do that. So I only use the rings and call it a day, so that way you don't get injured. Yeah, that's another pro tip from me for everybody out there who wants to improve their kicks. And then maybe as a last pro tip, because you're already pretty warm, your hip flexors are pretty warm, you can throw in a couple of kicks as well, right? So I'll be here, and then basically do like, I don't know how many I'm doing here, right? And you can use the wall again. You don't have to do anything fancy. Use the wall again, right? And do nothing much, you know, don't tear anything, obviously, call it a day. Yeah, those are my tips to get better standing splits. You can even call them standing side splits. So, yeah. And sometimes I shoot outside to showcase flexibility and how it looks aesthetically in public places. I also live in Japan, so I always thought that Asia, pretty much every country in Asia, and flexibility goes really well. The image somehow, so yeah. Okay guys, this is it for today. This is the end of the video. This was actually a pretty cool location to film in. I asked the guy over there, by the way, if it's really okay to film and take a video, and he said heiki, which means alright, and so no worries there. Okay, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Still a little bit unorganized, as I still don't really know how to pace a good video, still have to make an intro and stuff like that. But if you're here for the journey, I think my videos are just gonna improve from here. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.